Hi, this is Coach David Halal. Planes are built to fly. Boats or ships are built to sail. Houses are built to live in. Your mind was built for a purpose. I remember talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me how he likes to, lay around the house and chill out. About 20 years ago, when he told me that, I was, a lot younger. So I told him, I said, well, it's not good for you to just lay around for days and weeks and don't work. He says, well, when you work, you pay taxes, and you abuse your body and things like that. So I just hang out here at my mom's house and sleep and feel good about myself, and just relax, because my body cannot handle all that work. But another thing that I realized with that friend is that he was getting heavier and slower, and he was always in pain in his knees or elbows. And I took his advice, although I didn't really believe in that kind of life. I took his advice and took a few weeks off. And within about 2 weeks, my back was hurting, my knees were hurting, my neck was hurting. I started feeling old, like I wasn't going anywhere, And then I quickly realized reason why he was in pain. It was because he wasn't moving. His mind did not have a purpose. His body did not have something to do. Because the universe, the great source, the Father, God, He gave us this body so we can move, so we can function. He gave us a mind so we can have a purpose. The mind is disabled when you stop using him. It has been told that an airplane who sits on the ground deteriorates way faster than if it was flying. It can take 20, 25 years before an airplane need to be, replaced. Sometimes even 30 years by the time they need to replace or to, scrap this airplane and, put it down and stop using it. And just, sell it for parts or take it apart and sell the parts, But if that airplane sits on the ground and don't fly, within 2 years, it's totally, deteriorates. Rust take over it. So if an airplane, which is all metal, mostly metal, can deteriorate quick within 2 years, how much more our bodies will deteriorate if we don't use it? You see, when you use the body, the lymphatic system cleans itself, and through sweat, and your bowels move, and your liver cleans itself, and your mind regenerates and become clearer when you move. That's why when you work out, you think faster, you think better, because your blood, the circulatory system keeps moving, and you become more clearer, more understanding, and you become wiser, you become more experienced. You become stronger when you work out, when you move, when you run, when you get up. And sometimes the body will tell you, no, leave me alone, I'm tired. But you get up anyway and you move around. And what you see when you first wake up, sometimes you don't feel like getting up. But the moment you start moving around, you feel better. You know, you feel better. Why? You know, even depression, if you depress, physiologically, once you get up and start moving around, that depression will flee. Why? Because you're moving. The body was built to move. Your mind was built for a purpose. So if you don't have a purpose, as you're listening to me right now, you should start working on something. You know, myself, I got multiple things I'm working on. I go to my full-time job, work 40 to 50 hours, and I do YouTube videos, and I try to write on a daily basis, you know, a few sentences here and there, trying to finish this book. I get up in the morning to run, to work out. Sometimes I get sick, sometimes I feel sick because I'm moving so much, and yes, sometimes I do rest. Not because you don't need rest, you do need to rest. You do need to go to sleep at a certain time and wake up at a certain time. But when you take too much rest, then you break the body down, you break the mind down. The mind cannot think clearly. You see, it's for a lot of people, you know, I remember being young, at a younger age, you know, I used to hear this proverb or this saying, you know, they say that, you know, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. You know, when you're not thinking, when you're not doing anything, you end up, you know, robbing people, stealing, doing drugs, killing, raping. Why? Because you're not doing anything. You're holding the mind, you know, to you know, as prisoner. That's why if somebody wants to imprison you, they don't need to imprison your body, they just need to imprison your mind. If they make you think certain things and they make you believe certain things, then all of a sudden you can't move. All of a sudden you are a prisoner of your own mind. You know, there's a picture on that I have on Facebook where I saw it and I copied it. It's a donkey, you know, being tied down on a plastic chair, you know, and some people will have like I've seen another picture of big elephant, you know, being directed and you know, being controlled by a little kid, you know, by a little boy. Why? Because the elephant or the donkey does not know its power. You know, we are very powerful as human beings. We are very strong. Nothing can stop us. You know, there is nothing that can stop us. We have the power of God living in us. In Him dwells the fullness of the God bodily, of the Godhead bodily. A lot of people see it as only Christ. A lot of Christians say, well, it's Jesus. He has all the power of God. Well, guess what? You have it too, because God lives in you. The revelation of God lives in you. The power of the universe flows through you. So you are powerful beyond measure. My friend, if you are not doing anything today, if you have not been doing anything, if you have no purpose, find a purpose, build something, and you'll see how great you are. You know, like the great Muhammad Ali, you know, said, you know, once, I'm gonna show you how great I am. You are great. Who's great? I am. Not me, David Halal, but you are great. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the I am in you is great. I'm gonna show you how great I am. We are all great because we have the I am. If you can use this phrase, I am, well, you are great because I am lives in you. May you have a great day. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, share with your friends. We'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.